This is an excerpt of a recent Power Up webinar taking a look at new features in Adobe Media Software for 2018. Hi, my name is Larry Jordan. In this excerpt, I want to talk about collaboration, team projects, and show how shared projects work. For me, the huge, big new feature is collaboration. If we look at team projects and shared projects, with a team project, they can only be created if you're a member of Creative Cloud for Teams or Creative Cloud for Enterprise, where a shared project can be created by any Premiere editor. With team projects, media can be located on clone drives or a shared server or the cloud. With shared projects, it's really optimized to have projects and media stored on a locally connected server. We can share media and sequences in both team projects and shared projects. Only shared projects provide project locking, which means that you can lock a project so nobody else can make changes to it. Team projects, unlike shared projects, provide both version control and unlimited undo. And when I mean unlimited, I don't mean unlimited to the point you save the file. I mean unlimited to the point where the file was initially created, even if that spans multiple days, weeks, or months, and even if that spans multiple editors. For collaboration, team projects are designed for either local network collaboration or remote, and shared projects are local network only. There's advantages to each. I can't demonstrate team projects by myself. So what I've done is I've created specific training for team projects in Adobe Premiere Pro CC showing how these work in a network scenario. I brought in a couple of other editors and we created 8 movies, 30 minutes of training, which is available in my store under Team Projects in Adobe Premiere Pro CC. This is a bundle of 8 movies, and it'll walk you through how you create a team project, how you resolve conflicts, how you share data, all of it. Just walks you through all the steps. For team projects, I have to refer you to that because it just takes more than me to be able to demo. But shared projects we'll take a look at today. So let's look at Premiere. Before we go, a couple of things. Notice this icon here called Jellyfish. Jellyfish is a high-performance server, which is created by LumaForge. I've been working with it for a month. I'm going to be writing a review of it a little bit later. But what this is specifically designed to do is workgroup editing, and it's portable. It's the size of a sewing machine. It has 24 terabytes of data, can have more. Supports up to 6 editors accessing the same volume at the same time. It's really high speed. I've got it connected via 1 gigabit Ethernet, and it just totally fills the pipe. So just so you know where it came from and what I'm doing with it, some of our projects, specifically shared projects, are going to be feeding off this server. And this is a private project. It's called Trevor's Private Project. It's been loaded from the Jellyfish server. So I'm accessing the project and the media over a server which is connected by 1 gig Ethernet. If nobody else is accessing it, it's like opening up any other project that's stored on a server. I open it up, I make changes, I save it, it's no problem. But the ability to share means that other people could also open this. Now there's good and bad news here, and this is really, really important. When you go up to Premiere, under Preferences, there's a brand new preference called Collaboration. These settings all refer to team projects. Now, I happen to have a team account, so these will be not necessarily appropriate to you if you just have an individual account. But this, project locking is relative not to team projects, but to shared projects. And the default is off, and it's a disaster if you turn this off. You must turn project locking on. And the reason is when project locking is not enabled on all systems that are accessing a shared project, Trevor can open this project, I can open this project, we can both make changes to the project, we can both save changes to the project, and whoever saves last erases everything that's gone before. This is exactly what you don't want. When project locking is enabled, if I have this project open, and Trevor opens it, there'll be a warning dialog that says you are only in this project read-only. You can copy media, you can copy sequences, but you can't make any changes. You're absolutely locked out. The way to lock a project to make sure nobody else messes with it is notice way down here in this corner, there's this green lock. When I click it, I've now locked that project so that nobody else can access it when they open it up. They can open it, they can copy media, they can copy sequences, they can play it, they can review it, they can do anything they want except make changes. When I close this project, okay, the lock is not reset. You have to manually reset the lock, so that I would call Trevor on the phone or yell through the doorway and say, Trevor, project's all yours. Because there's nobody else in it, he would then click his red lock that unlocks it, and now he's able to make changes. The cool thing about shared projects is that any Premiere editor can create them. You need to have all the editors connected to the same server on the same local network. There's nothing on remote. That's all team projects. And you want to make sure that project locking is turned on. Other than that, shared projects make it easy to review anybody else's work, even if they're editing with it. It just prevents you from making changes at the same time. This was an excerpt of a recent Power Up webinar taking a look at the new features in Adobe's 2018 upgrade to their media software. For the complete version of this online training, please visit our store at larryjordan.com/store and look for Webinar 236. By the way, when you need to stretch your training dollars, a membership to our video training library saves you money and time. You can access all of our videos for a low monthly price of only $19.99. That's more than 1,600 movies, hundreds of hours, all in-depth and easy to view. Plus, premium members can now access sample media and projects. Our training covers Apple and Adobe software. We update it several times a month. And for more information, visit larryjordan.com/membership. And thanks.